The conversation around AI and design, it feels like it's completely stuck, right? We just hear the same arguments over and over. But what if the whole debate, the very foundation of it, is just wrong? Let's dig into a much more powerful way of thinking about where designers actually fit in this new world of AI.
So, right now, the whole conversation is pretty much trapped between two really loud and honestly kind of unhelpful extremes.
Okay, so on one side, you've got the optimists, right? They're saying, hey, don't worry, AI is just another tool. It's like Photoshop, no big deal. But then on the other side, you've got the pessimists, and they're basically screaming, the robots are coming for our jobs. I mean, you've heard this a million times, I'm sure.
But here's the real kicker. Both of those arguments completely miss the point. They are massive oversimplifications, and they're hiding what's actually going on. See, AI isn't just a tool, and it's not here to just replace us. It's something totally different.
So if it's not a tool and not a replacement, what is it? Well, we need to start thinking of AI as a new kind of partner, a co-designer. And trust me, that one little shift in thinking, it changes absolutely everything. Think about it. A classic tool, like a pencil or even Photoshop, it does exactly what you tell it. You have an idea in your head, you give it an instruction, and it executes. Simple. But generative AI, it's a whole different ballgame. It doesn't just do what you say, it proposes things. It spits out ideas and patterns that you never, ever explicitly asked for, and that completely flips the creative process on its head. So this is the new dynamic we're talking about. The AI's job, it's to just explode open this giant space of possibilities. I mean, we're talking hundreds, maybe thousands of different options all at once. So the human designer's job, it's not about creating from a blank slate anymore. It's about becoming a director, a manager, a curator of that incredible space. And that right there, that's the co-designer relationship. The AI just throws open all these doors, showing you what could be, but it's the human, the designer, who has to decide which doors we actually walk through. And we make that choice using things the AI has no clue about. Context, risk, ethics, all that messy human stuff. Okay, so this new co-designer partnership means we need new skills, new responsibilities. The designer's job is actually getting elevated. It's evolving into three really distinct and, frankly, critical new roles.
First up, the designer as the arbiter. Look, an AI is brilliant at calculating, but it cannot judge. It has no idea if an image is going to be offensive or if a design accidentally excludes an entire group of people. That takes human judgment. So the arbiter's job is to make those tough calls, and we're talking way beyond just, does this look pretty? This role forces you, the designer, to ask much, much deeper questions. We're not just talking about color palettes anymore. We're talking about power. You have to ask, what forms of power does this decision I'm about to make actually reinforce? And answering that, that's not an afterthought. It's now central to the whole design process.
Okay, role number 2, the integrator. AI is amazing at doing one very specific thing, right? But it has absolutely zero understanding of our messy, complicated world. It doesn't get office politics, it doesn't get legal stuff, it definitely doesn't get why two users might want completely opposite things. So the integrator's job is to be the weaver, to take all that essential human context and blend it with the raw tech to create something that actually works for people. So the integrator is always in this balancing act, asking, how do we connect what the tech can do with what the business needs, what the users actually want, and what our ethics demand? It's a huge, complex puzzle, and honestly, only a human designer has a prayer of solving it.
And that brings us to the third and maybe the most important role of all, the governor. Think about it. An AI can spit out a biased result or make a really harmful automated decision, and it feels nothing. It takes zero responsibility. It can't be held accountable. So that accountability, it has to land somewhere, and it lands squarely on the shoulders of the human who designed and deployed the system.
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? If the system fails and hurts someone, who's responsible? It's not the code. It's not the AI model. It is the human governor who is in charge. That is a heavy, heavy responsibility, but it's one we absolutely have to take on. You've probably heard this buzzword a million times, human in the loop. It's thrown around to make everyone feel better, but way too often, it's just an empty slogan. It's meaningless. We can't just say it. We have to actually, design it. So what does a real, human in the loop system look like? Well, it's way more than just having a person glance at what the AI spits out. It's a real, formal structure. And it has to answer three basic questions. One, where exactly does the human intervene? Two, by what rules do we approve or reject what the AI gives us? And three, when things go wrong, who takes the fall? If you can't answer those three questions, that whole phrase is just fluff.
So let's bring this all together. What does this really mean for designers? Well, far from making designers obsolete, this whole new reality actually makes their role more intense, more important. It gives them the final say in a world that's drowning in AI-generated stuff.
And this is a really profound shift in thinking. Design is no longer just about personal expression, making something cool. It's becoming a discipline of authorization. Your job isn't just to create something new anymore. It's to decide which of the infinite things AI comes up with are even allowed to exist and have an impact on our world.
Let's boil it down, and this new partnership AI has one job. It proposes. That's it. It just keeps generating ideas endlessly, creatively, and with absolutely no context. And humans, we do the other part. We authorize. We're the ones who say yes or no. We give the final green light. We are the gatekeepers.
You've got marketing talking about metrics, you've got engineering talking about performance, but it's design that holds that absolutely critical space where all of that stuff actually touches a human life. Designers aren't just making things look good anymore. They are governance actors. They are deciding how technology is going to serve us or, how it's going to fail us.
So, in this brand new world, with all this new power and all this new responsibility, the question for every single designer out there, and really for all of us, it isn't just what can I create anymore? The real question is this: as a co-designer with AI, what will you authorize?